The gap in lap times between Red Bull and Ferrari has been very small this season, but the two Formula One teams have adopted different approaches to setups. So far, Red Bull has looked to favour lower downforce approach to each track, prioritising top speed over corner performance. Ferrari, on the other hand, have opted for a higher downforce solution up to now, which means it loses out in the speed traps, but is better in the corners and should result in less tyre wear. However, as the two teams prepare for a heated battle for the F1 World Championship, there's a growing likelihood that they may overlap in their strategy to avoid being outsmarted. Let's look at the key differences in setups between the two teams fighting for the championship. Let us know in the comments what subject you want us to unravel next. Of Red Bull's championship winning years, and for the most part during the turbo hybrid era, the team favoured a strong downforce, but also a very high drag philosophy, which frequently placed it near the bottom of the speed traps. This year, it's taking a completely different strategy, with the RB18 consistently being the fastest at the end of straights. This has allowed the squad to remain competitive even when Ferrari appears to have performance better in qualifying. This season, Red Bull appears to be able to extract more performance from the more generous underfloor and, as a result, has employed less rear wing than Ferrari, contributing to its top speed advantage. It looks to be content with where it has its car in the setup window, as Ferrari appears to be the more likely to change its wing settings. Throughout 2022, Ferrari has favoured a setup that's more suited to increasing cornering speed. They did, however, arrive in Miami with a new, lower downforce rear wing, indicating that they were concerned about their top speed. They ultimately decided against running the new rear wing since the low grip track surface prompted them to maintain its well-known downforce levels. This is Ferrari's third unique rear wing configuration this year, after the Scuderia has already used two subtly different setups. The transition points have been the difference between the two specifications, with higher downforce generated in the central area of the spoon-shaped wing traded against the drag reduction made possible in the outside section of the wing. For the Miami Grand Prix, Ferrari chose a lower downforce variant of these two designs, removing the gurney from the trailing edge of the upper flap to reduce downforce and drag even more. Ferrari's newest wing, which was not seen in Miami but was seen in the team's top secret Monza filming day last week, is designed for low downforce and has D-powered wing profiles. The new design, which will be ideal for Baku but might be tested in Barcelona, has a significantly flatter main plane, similar to the new Mercedes design announced in Miami and already seen on the Alpine A522 this season. Ferrari also replaced the steering arm fairing in order to improve the car's aerodynamics. The design used in Miami has a more cricket bat style layout than the one used elsewhere and provides a significantly larger surface that will alter not only local airflow but also the path followed around the surrounding suspension elements. What are your opinions on Ferrari and Red Bull's car setups? Let us know in the comments down below. What else is there to expect from the Red Bull and Ferrari teams? Well, it looks like both teams are trying to stay ahead of the curve by bringing more upgrades, with both teams trying to strengthen their own setup philosophies. As mentioned earlier, Ferrari will most likely be introducing their new rear wing in Barcelona to at least test the performance in free training. Next to this, we're expected to see Ferrari finally adopting the new floor tested by Charles Leclerc back in Imola at the Pirelli testing days. Ferrari are hoping that they can close the gap to Red Bull by introducing a big package of aero upgrades, while staying close to the car's idea of a higher downforce setup. On the other side of the grid, we can see Red Bull upgrading their car with more aerodynamic changes, with expected modifications to the car's diffuser and the leading edge of the floor, whilst further changes to the rear wing could also be possible. This to further increase the car's top speed whilst also staying close to their initial car setup. It looks more and more likely that the teams are happy with their approach to the new 2022 regulations, with Ferrari going for a high downforce setup to maximize performance in the corners, and Red Bull adopting a lower downforce setup to maximize their straight line speeds. With the budget cap in mind, the teams will make sure to only bring updates when they're satisfied with the suggested increase in performance. With that being said, the further we get into the season, the more likely the teams are to stay within their own philosophy, as the budget cap will restrain the teams from making radical decisions and changes to the cars. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on the upgrade battle between Ferrari and Red Bull. That's all for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it and don't forget to subscribe. Want to know more about budget caps and the ongoing upgrade battle on the grid? Make sure to watch the video on your screen right now. We'll see you in the next video.